God bless everyone who sees this video. I'm going to try this. Hopefully this is the right sandwich. It's not, I guess it's not that big of a deal. Tried this pulled pork sandwich from Hardee's. It's got some pulled pork on it. Last time I had this sandwich had been like in the early 2000s. Sorry about the lighting. I'm having a little problem with my light bulb that I have. But this is supposed to be a double patty. Has some pulled pork on it, barbecue. Has 3 pickles on it. I think looked really good. And I kind of wanted to try it. Now on YouTube, I'm no longer posting short videos. Or how do you call it? I'd say this pulled pork sandwich is definitely a 10 out of 10. I'd buy it again. And this tastes exactly like the sandwich I used to get in 2014 in Mattoon, Illinois that they wound up discontinuing. I absolutely do not remember having pickles on it though. My food cost $27.99 was actually expensive. But that was it for this double cheeseburger sandwich with pulled pork. And then the big cheeseburger. This is definitely my new favorite sandwich from Hardee's. But if anyone gets this pulled pork sandwich, get the double cheeseburger version. But I would recommend having them hold the pickles. But I also recommend getting the barbecued pulled pork Frisco burger. I think this has maybe a little bit of hot sauce, I don't know. Now this food I got from Hardee's, it's good, but is it worth $27.90 for 2 sandwiches? No. Now, it'd be worth that if you get like the if you're getting 2 of these sandwiches, because I think I could probably eat 2 of those barbecue sandwiches with pulled pork, because they're actually good. But if that sandwich was just $27.09 for the sandwich from Hardee's, and then the large fries, and that was the price for the combo meal, no, it wouldn't be worth the price. But I only paid $27, some odd change, because I got 2 sandwiches. The combo meal and then the sandwich. I was kind of thinking that the sandwich, the Frisco burger, the barbecue Frisco burger pulled pork would be cheaper. No, it actually cost higher. I should have got the double cheeseburger as the combo sandwich. You know me personally, if I don't like a sandwich from a fast food place, then I'd much rather have something to eat that I don't like. I'm going to finish it and eat the sandwich. Even if I think it tastes disgusting tasting, I'll choke down the sandwich and eat it. In fact, it's legit better to have something that you absolutely do like the taste of for supper than not have any food to eat at all. There are situations where people are way too picky and too choosy on what to eat. And you would actually have to, like, might be something that you don't like because you don't have the money to buy food. Now, we do have countries saying, oh, we should vote to see if having food is a right. It's like, you know what? Having food shouldn't be considered a right. But then again, having food should be already automatically a human right without having it written into law. And shouldn't be put in the law in the federal government in the United States of America, any foreign country, that having food would be considered a right. For having food would be a human right. I don't really care if the people like this or not. But yes, there should be people and organizations in the United States of America that helps people that's lower income with food. Not trying to claim that people that's lower income is supposed to be crazy and need to be put in a mental institution. It's like, yeah, I don't have any problem with people getting disability check or even link card. You know, people try to say it's supposed to be a bad thing. I have a problem with politicians lining their pocket with lots of money to become multimillionaires. To be honest, Donald Trump and Robert F. Kennedy Jr. shouldn't have a problem helping people that's lower income with money to buy food, even if it's supposed to come from taxes. That shouldn't be really a problem in the United States of America. You do realize that the tactics that they want Donald Trump to do and RFK Jr. to do, under literally in God's eyes, would be greed. So them not helping people that's lower income with food and trying to force somebody to be in a handicap facility or a mental institution to line their pockets, that's actually greed. Then when you're doing governments trying to vote to see if it should be a right for the citizens of that country for food, it's like, yeah, they're cutting programs to pay for lower income to be able to have food to eat because it's cut into multi-billionaires to be able to line their pockets with billions of dollars. Due to the fact people keep saying that Donald Trump is working as a president of the United States of America for free. I could call bullcrap on that. Donald Trump is making money by being a president from office businesses and being paid to be a president. He's not working as a president for free. No one in politicians or the government in any foreign countries works for the kindness of their heart for the people. But when you're dealing with the programs that they want Donald Trump to put in, it winds up being based on greed and winds up being helped to line Donald Trump pockets and Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and Donald Trump's multi-billion-dollar friends' pockets. It winds up being done in greed. Now, there's not a problem with capitalism, but the problem is when you're using capitalism for greed, and greed is actually a sin. So if Donald Trump was a Christian, then he wouldn't have any problem helping people like myself or anyone in the United States of America with food. But to be honest, I kind of would like to get hired. I would honestly much rather work at a job place. But if you're really technical, then that winds up becoming somehow a problem because I would be trying to get hired at Hardee's and work at Hardee's because working at Hardee's, you'd be working with teenagers. Well, when you live in a small town like Robbins, Illinois, for example, pretty much 99% of the businesses you're going to work with people that's under 18 years old. And you can't always pick and choose when you're looking for a job so you can get off of a disability check or any form of federal assistance that helps you with money. So me personally, when I put job applications in, I'm putting fast food places in. I'm not automatically thinking, oh, there's teenagers that work at McDonald's, that's why I should apply there. No, I'm applying at McDonald's for a job so I get a paycheck every week, so I can have enough money that I can survive off of and wouldn't have to get federal assistance. So me personally, I'm going to continue to put job applications in so I can better myself and get hired at a full-time job. Just in a small town, most of the job places have teenagers to work at. You work at Walmart, guess what you're going to work with? 16-year-olds all the way past 16-year-old, all the way past 18 years old, and people in their 50s or 60s. The only place where I live at, in the town I live in, to where you're not working with teenagers is if you work at the refinery. But then again, they hire 18-year-olds for certain job positions at the refinery. 18-year-old is a teenager. They hire 18-year-olds and teenagers. I've met a teenager who's 16 years old who worked at Hershey where they make candy. So it don't matter what job business you're going to work at, you're going to work with a teenager, even if the teenager is 18 years old or 19 years old. So people should stop complaining about adults trying to apply for jobs at a fast food establishment because they're not making high enough money to be one of the top elites like Donald Trump and a billionaire. That shouldn't be the problem. And them working at a job where they're making a paycheck every week with a teenager shouldn't be the problem. Now, if there's something weird and creepy going on for the reason why they got apply at that job, then I could see that. But when you're doing what I'm doing by applying fast food places so I can better myself and get hired at a job place and work a full-time job, there shouldn't be no problem with that. But you know, there's somehow a problem with it, which absolutely makes no sense. But me personally, trying to work a full-time job and put job applications in so I can work a full-time job, there isn't anything creepy about it. I'm just trying to get hired at a job place where I can make an honest living, be a law-abiding citizen, and make a paycheck every week. You know, something more reliable than using government assistance to pay for stuff. Because it's not a guarantee that any government you live in, even if it's United States of America, Germany, or Russia, that they wind up pulling the federal government funding. But me personally, when you're dealing with people that don't like this, I don't care. I'm disabled and I'm proud of it. Shouldn't break community guidelines because I'd be telling people I'm disabled. It's like, well, yeah, I'm not lying. I was diagnosed with a disability. So me personally, I want equal rights to be able to work with people that don't have any form of a disability, to where I can work at a job place where people that was not in special education would work at. Because anyone that has any form of disability should have the same equal rights as a person that does not have any form of disability. But somehow talking about that matter somehow breaks YouTube community guidelines. This makes no sense. But if people made it this far in this video, it does look like I'm quitting YouTube, but I'm going to continue to upload videos. I'm just trying to fix the way that YouTube videos would work on flat screen televisions, because most people that watch YouTube is on flat screen televisions. But when you're dealing with people also saying that AI is the future, it's like, no, AI is not the future. And one thing I think is going to be a downside on YouTube is having to verify my age on YouTube to prove that I'm an adult. Because Google has had the bad habit of being hacked to where every single Google user and every single person has a Gmail account, which is a Gmail, Google's version of email. Why have to change their password because all of their personal information got leaked. So I have to prove my identity, prove my age, to YouTube to continue to do videos on YouTube or watch content on YouTube, it actually makes no sense, because YouTube is not a trustworthy piece, because they get hacked to a point where they literally lose personal information. So I think people need to start admitting that AI is not the future. So the problem I have with having to provide a physical ID to YouTube or Google in general, so I can continue to do videos on YouTube or watch these quote age-restricted videos, is because have people never seen how many times YouTube's been hacked? And YouTube being the YouTube corporation being hacked to where all of the people's data winds up being leaked, and you have to change all your password. Last thing I need is YouTube to get hacked and then have my state information, my state ID, with the physical address and where I live at, and then their system to get hacked, and then the hacker have the physical information on my state ID of my age and my physical address, and then information on there that could probably be used for not good reasons when you're dealing with hackers. Which is why I'm a little leery of giving YouTube a photo of my physical state ID or driver's license to be able to do content on YouTube or watch these so-called age-restricted videos. I've seen these age-restricted videos, and a lot of these videos shouldn't even be age-restricted. If they were made into movies, they should be made into like PG-13 movie and not even age-restricted. YouTube has age-restricted video that I used to have on YouTube. I've been working in the garden. Why it got age-restricted makes no sense. But now I'm kind of curious about this sandwich here. Now, it'd be ironic if they messed up my order, but it'd be awesome if they gave me a second one of those sandwiches they had. Now, that's it. I guess I wasn't lucky. They gave me what I ordered. You know, I do like the double cheeseburger from Hardee's. I have a feeling I should probably pause them. But if people want a big sandwich from Hardee's and they want to pay a lot of money for it, just get the big double cheeseburger sandwich. It comes with cheese, 2 pieces, 2 patties on it, and then nasty onions on it. That nasty yellow yellow mustard. But I like this style sandwich. I think it's a good sandwich. That is if you want a big sandwich, but you don't really want to pay a lot for it. Now, the sandwich I got for that barbecue sandwich, that sandwich was expensive. The big double cheeseburger is still a good sandwich. And fraction the cost. So people tell me, oh, I don't buy Hardee's because it's expensive. Well, I don't buy Hardee's every single day. But I do now. That pulled pork sandwich is good. But at the same time frame, I like the Frisco burger. But I only buy the Frisco burger from Hardee's. Because the town I live in don't have Burger King. So I can't get the double Whopper. Other people might disagree with this, but when you eat the double quarter pounder, when you eat the double Whopper from Burger King, and then you eat the other sandwich I was talking about, they taste the same. When you eat the famous burger, which I don't know why it's called a famous burger, it tastes like a single Whopper. But when you eat the double version of the famous burger, it tastes like a double Whopper. So they have a sandwich there at Hardee's that tastes like a double Whopper, which I don't have a Burger King where I live at, so I have to substitute a sandwich that they have specifically at Hardee's that tastes like a double Whopper. And the Superstar, it's a good sandwich. It tastes like a double Whopper from Burger King, but that new pulled pork sandwich with 2 pork patties tastes better. I just don't necessarily know if this would be really the meat that they're selling at Hardee's is real pork. I am going to say that there's a person who's governor of Illinois who claims he can eat 5 fast food sandwiches. It's like, I can't eat 5 fast food sandwiches. I know I'm overeating when I eat 2 double cheeseburgers or eat that delicious double pulled pork sandwich and then a double cheeseburger, but I can't eat 5 sandwiches. And then when you're doing this governor saying he eats like 5 sandwiches from this fast food place, you don't need 5 sandwiches. If you're hungry, just order 1 sandwich with large fries and just do what I do. Order like an extra smaller double cheeseburger instead of ordering 2 of the biggest sandwiches. So people might say you don't need to do 2 double cheeseburgers. But if I'm eating food from Hardee's, I can only eat 2 sandwiches. It's the size of a double cheeseburger. I guess that's the point where you're supposed to say, if you're new to my YouTube channel, please subscribe. And hit like on this video and watch it all the way through. Which, if you made it to this part of the video, clearly you watched it all the way through. And go ahead and comment on the video and like and stuff. Let's get my YouTube channel to 1 million subscribers. Am I doing this YouTube thing correctly? Bye! And remember, God bless everyone who sees this video, regardless if you like me or not. And Donald Trump is President of the United States of America in 2025 for now. The reason I say for now is because next election, Donald Trump may not wind up being elected for president, so we might wind up having a new president next election. God bless and bye!